Hi students of 7th class, as we finish the first part of the lesson, the deserts, before we move to part 2 and the final part, I feel we can recap what we have read till now. We read about how deserts being a dry, hot or cold place with very less rainfall and scanty vegetation. And next we read that there are many plants and animals and people who live in deserts and how they adapted themselves to this harsh climatic condition. We learned the meaning of oasis and how it is useful to the inhabitants of the desert. We got to know about sand dunes and why plants do not grow on them because they are shifting places very often because of the high winds that pick up the sand and move it. Now we shall move forward to finish the remaining part of the lesson, the deserts. All living things need water in order to survive. The few plants and animals that live in deserts have developed the ability to require less water than most plants and animals. The camel, popularly called as the ship of the desert, can drink a lot of water at one time. Camels can do without water for days together. The reason is they sweat very little. We sweat because we must keep our body temperature constant. We sweat when it gets hot, and this cools the body. Camels can stand high body temperature. They don't need to sweat and can therefore retain the water they drink for long periods of time. The smaller desert animals do not drink water. They burrow underground and during the hot day and come out at night to eat. Some of them eat other animals and get the water they need from the moisture in the meat. Others eat plants and seeds and get the water they need from plant juices. Desert plants also adapt themselves for the life they lead. In this page, we get to learn why camel is called the ship of the desert, and it was and is until today a means of transport in the desert. Like the ship in the ocean, it is the camel in the desert that is the means of transport. We also read the different animals that manage to eat other types of food to have sufficient water content in them so that there are little requirement for extra water. Cactus plants store water in their thick stems. Their roots lie close to the surface of the ground and quickly absorb the moisture from the light rains that occasionally fall. The major feature of all deserts is, of course, dryness and variations of temperature. In humid climates, the moisture in the air acts as a blanket and protects the earth's surface from the hot rays of the sun. The absence of this blanket in desert lands causes the desert to heat up rapidly during the day and cool off rapidly at night. Deserts are an important part of nature's great plan. They are like the dense forests and the deep oceans. Just because they are hot and dry, one should not look upon deserts as useless parts of land. In this page, we learn about deserts being hot because of the lack of insulation provided by humidity and clouds. In the end, we read why deserts are important, being so different but very useful and beautiful, and nonetheless important landform, and how living things have special ways to survive in the desert habitat. In the summary part of the lesson, we get to know why deserts are so important for living beings. The desert bloom is very important to the animals and insects in the desert as they are food in the form of flowers and seeds too. For centuries, people have lived, traded and journeyed through the deserts. So, these are some extra facts that I've added for you about deserts. The smallest desert, the hottest place, and the first dinosaur egg, where was it found? The Namib Desert, the world's youngest desert. So these are the extra facts about deserts which you can go through and get some information about the deserts we studied today. With this, we complete the chapter, the deserts. I will send you a PDF with some question answers and some extra questions for you all to think and answer. Till the next time we meet again, take care and bye.